Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Reading Foss, where I take old stories I've narrated and update them to modern audio standards. This particular story is called Exchange Program, written by LgFatherAnthrocite. Berglicht was appalled at the discipline of the Terran Navy frigate Franklin. He had only been in the officer exchange program for a short while, but since his assignment to the ship, he had already noticed a distinct lack of order and adherence to regulations. The only thing that he had found on the vessel that was up to Terran military code was the life support and emergency life pod system. Almost every other aspect of the ship was out of bounds. There were tools scattered everywhere in the maintenance room. The ship's stores were woefully under-inventoried. There were dripping pipes everywhere. Most of all, some of the cookware in the galley didn't look as though it had been cleaned in cycles. Berglicht was speaking to his CO in the Terran Navy, Chief Petty Officer Williams. His concerns were not, he felt, being taken seriously.
Look, Burke, I appreciate you taking this seriously, but Terran Navy regs are mostly for inspections, not day-to-day operations. We spend months in space, and if we tried to keep to the regs the whole time, the crew would mutiny.
But sir, there are clearly safety issues at hand.
Burke, everything is fine. All you need to worry about is making sure that you do your job. If there are any issues, let me know. If anyone is bothering you, politely ask them if they can modify their behavior. If they can't or won't, then come to me.
Very well, sir.
Berglicht saluted and left the office.
Hey, Berg, what's up, buddy?
Nothing is up, Seaman Jones. And please call me Berglicht.
Right, sorry, sir, said Jones.
Seaman Jones, why is the workspace so cluttered?
Because I'm working on a repair right now, sir.
You know you that should be maintaining order while you work. Keeping your workplace in order is part of your job,
Berglicht said, annoyed by the workbench covered in tools. I always keep it tidied up between jobs, sir, said Jones.
Very well, but see that you do. Now, what is on the docket for today?
We have a condenser unit, an impeller from water recycling, and a couple of motors from maintenance. I think we have about 3 dozen inverter units that need rebuilt too.
Very well. I'll rebuild the inverter units. Please work on the other parts,
Berglicht said. Okay, I'll help out when I'm done, replied Jones.
Hey, Berglicht, how's it going? Very well, Seaman Jones,
Berglicht replied. He looked over the tools in the drawers and the surfaces of the workbench. Everything was tidy and put away.
What's on the docket today?
We have only 1 impeller unit. We are caught up on everything else, Jones told him.
Excellent. Let us begin,
Berglicht said. Berglicht was sitting in a private booth tucked away in a corner of a bar where he would not be seen. He preferred to relax by himself when they were in port. He found the Terran crewman a little too exuberant for his liking. He heard a table nearby order several alcoholic-based beverages, clearly Terrans on leave. He sipped his drink and listened to their banter. He was only half listening until he heard the following exchange.
Hey, Jonesy, what's it like working with that lizard?
Huh. Oh, Berglicht, he's cool. When he first showed up, I thought he was trying to be a hard-ass, you know, always telling me to clean up and put stuff away. Thought he was trying to make a good impression. Berglicht was fully engrossed in the conversation on the other table now. Turns out it's more like a racial or cultural thing. I got no head for people, especially Xenos, so it took a while to figure it out. Anyway, he never kicked it up to the chief and just kept asking me to fix it. Once I did, he was able to settle in. I'll tell you what, though, he's a machine when it comes to fixing stuff. I've seen him rebuild 12 inverter units in a single shift. I'm glad that we got him in my unit. As long as I keep the place tidy, we get along fine. He's a little stiff, but he never dogs me about my work, and he likes the same music as me. I can see his tail keeping time with it as he works. Also, he's an exit, not a lizard. That's rude. Berglicht sat in the booth contemplating what he'd heard. While he finished his drink, he heard the table make their exit from the bar, and he headed back to the ship. Berglicht was walking into the machine shop as usual. Everything was clean and tidy. Jones was sitting on his bench, halfway through disassembling a condenser unit.
Good morning, Jones. How was your shore leave?
He said as he started his work terminal. Just fine, did you just call me Jones?
It is your name, is it not?
Berglicht replied. Yeah, but you usually call me Seaman Jones. You always call me Seaman Jones, actually.
We are friends, are we not? You occasionally call me Berg.
Yeah, we are. Jones smiled broadly.
Please turn up the music a little. I like this song.
Berlicht sat at his bench and called up some schematics for the macerator that he was about to repair. We have about 2 hours left on duty. Want to go see if there's any ship maintenance we can do? Asked Jones.
Jones, you and I have been working together for nearly 6 Terran months. Do you enjoy working with me?
Berlicht was concerned that he had made too much of a fuss when he first arrived. After hearing Jones at the bar a few weeks ago, he was wondering how to make sure that he kept in his human co-workers good graces. Berlicht, what's going on? You've been acting weird ever since we hit port a while back. Jones finished, putting the last of his tools in a drawer and closed the toolbox.
Nothing is going on, as you say. I'm simply wish to know if I'm a pleasant co-worker.
Berlicht swished his tail around, nervous about the answer he might get. He didn't think Jones hated him, but he was worried Jones didn't like him. Well, Berg, I'll tell you, when you first showed up, I thought you were one of those stuffy types, because you were always harping on to me to keep my stuff neat. I actually went to Chief Petty Officer Williams. He told me that you were just trying to make sure everything was safe, and that nobody got hurt. He said that even though that you were here by yourself, that your people are pack-forming, like humans and dogs. I didn't get it at first. Jones sat in his work stool. He was picking at his fingernails and not making eye contact. I'm not good with people. That's why I work with machines. I'm sorry I didn't get it right away. I've been trying to get better. I know I leave some tools out every once in a while, but I swear I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I like you fine, Berg. I just don't want to mess anything up. I don't want you to go home and tell people that humans are rude or mean. I don't want you to think that humans are bad because I can't act right.
I saw you on shore leave with your friends. You get along with people, said Berlicht.
Nah, those guys are from my class in basic. We know each other, but we only hang out every once in a while. Most of the time, I leave work and go read till nights out. Berlicht felt relief as he had made a good impression, but felt bad for making Jones think that he had not. He decided to make an effort, as the humans would say.
I enjoy working with you as well, Jones. Can you please recommend a good book to read?
After his time in exchange program came to an end, Berlicht reported one last time to Chief Petty Officer Williams.
Sir, it has been a privilege to work with you and your crew. I hope my performance was satisfactory as well.
Berlicht, I have heard from Seaman Jones that he enjoyed your time together, and he said that he would work with you again, if given the opportunity,
Williams said, standing and reaching across his desk to shake the Nizik's hand.
As I would with him, sir, a fine technician and a good man,
Berlicht said. He nodded to the officer and turned to go.
Just a moment, Berlicht. Here, Jones asked me to give this to you.
He held a small package out. Berlicht took it and nodded and left.
Commander Berlicht, what is that photo on the wall?
Asked Grecht, a new technician to his crew.
That crewman is a perfectly sorted Terra Navy maintenance tool chest. It was a gift from a friend of mine. I expect you to keep your tools just as tidy. Understood?
Yes, sir. The technician snapped to a salute. She was so scared of messing up her first rotation on the job.
At ease. Look here, Grecht. All you need to worry about is making sure that you do your job. If there are any issues, let me know. If anyone is bothering you, politely ask them to modify their behavior. If they can't or won't, then come to me.
Yes, sir, said the now relaxing tech. She felt like she was going to be okay. Normally, she was better with machines than people, which is why she went to mechanical out of basic. But the commander made it easy to relax. End of story. I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Severin Cerberus, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Caspar Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon WRE, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.